What up, Joe Scott here with a Labatt. Let's go Labatt. Max Ice. Strong beer, not malt liquor. Says so right on the label. Sent to me somehow, mistakenly sent to me. How do you mistakenly send beer to people? I don't know. Comment below if you have ever mistakenly sent beer to people. Again, no clue how that would ever happen. Still don't. Even though it happened to me, I still don't know how it ever happened. Not malt liquor. So, what had happened was, Havana was supposed to send Jay Vega a box of 24s as he participates in the 50 24s before Joe Skull turns 50. Somehow he sent them to me. He had sent me beers previously. I don't know. Anyway, I got beers from Havana. This is supposed to be going down Jay Vega's gullet right now. It's going down Joe Skull's gullet right now. Accompanied with some previously spicy Cajun crawl taters, previously opened. Thank you, Havana. I will send you a box at some point. However, I will not anytime soon be driving, searching for specific things. I'm going to send you some good things. You know, and it's probably not going to be anytime really soon, but I definitely will do it. You know this. Even though this was a mistake, it will not go unreciprocated. You got me? You hear me? Yeah? Okay. Couple more of these, and then got to get to the other part. Of what this video is about. In all honesty, folks, it's been quite the shitty week here at the Skull compound for the Skull family. My father-in-law passed away this past Sunday, so shit has just been flipped. His name is Mike, awesome dude. He was turning 79 this year. Hasn't been in the greatest health lately. He did have a heart attack around Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving. You know, we didn't see it coming this quick, but it's not fully surprising, I guess. Also, he had polio as a kid, and getting around for him was not easy at all, but he persevered as much as he could, He did not want to accept that he would have to be in a wheelchair. Um, but he kind of had to be in a wheelchair. He just struggled wherever he went. But that's the kind of dude he was, you know. Just he's not going to back down. He's not going to let polio, even as almost an 80-year-old man, confine him to a wheelchair. That's not Mike Sotos, so my wife's father. Mike, I love you, buddy, and I'm going to miss you. I was kind of like, as his son-in-law, I was kind of like his handler, you know. I'd assist him to doctor's appointments, getting like car stuff, things at his house, whatever, you know. I was happy to do it. I complained about it sometimes, sure. Joe, I locked myself out of the house again. Sure. But now, dude, I wish I'd get that call to say, hey, I need to be taken here. I need you to go do this. I locked myself out again for the second time this week. I would pray for that phone call, text message, whatever. But yeah, it ain't gonna happen, and we as a family will accept this soon. And I'm sure you guys have all gone through this in some way or another. My own father passed away in 2000. God, what was it? 1 second. 2008 or 2010? Why am I? 2008. Yeah, he passed away in 2008. It sucks. I'm still not over that shit. So, you know, here's to you if you are going through that, something like a loss of a friend, a family member, whoever. We brought him up here to live, not in our house, but nearby us. My chips just fell. From Atlanta. Before he grew up, he was born in the Bronx, New York, grew up there, lived there until he was about 45 or so, and moved to upstate New York, and then worked for Delta. Extremely smart dude, as a computer programmer for Delta Airlines. So he lived in Atlanta, Georgia, him and his wife, Penny, for a good number of years. And then after Penny passed away, the same year my father passed away, actually the year previous, just by a few months, Mike moved up here to live near us. So he was an awesome dude, man. He played in a folk band up until before COVID. He was always into the folk scene in New York, as you know, in the '60s. And folk is not a hippie thing. Like you hear folk music nowadays. It's not a hippie thing at all. Folk was more punk than hippie for sure back in the '60s. They weren't all about peace and love, doing LSD and shit like that at all. They were about fixing a problem no matter what. Even if you had to grind against the grain to get that problem fixed. That was his scene, and my wife's mom's scene. It's, you know, they were in that whole New York folk scene. And still to this day, until he passed away, you know, he was in that scene, and like I said, playing guitar in a folk band like a year ago now, up till, you know, COVID and everything. But anyways, that's it. Good to be back on here. I'll get some vids rocking and rolling again. Just letting you know, Shit's a little rocky around here right now. I'm about to go in and to his house now. My wife is in there now, and you know, go do some more. She's been in here all day. I worked, and now I'm finished work, so I'm having a beer after work, talking to you, and I'm rolling there. Finish taking care of shit, take care of her, do what we got to do. A lot of talk in this video. You haven't seen me for a while. I had a lot to say, almost to the swill. Now we're at the swill. Thanks again, Jay. Both Jays. And I will get you some beers in the next 6 months, you know? I promise, kind of. But I definitely will get them at some point. But swill, chilly chill. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for whatever, putting your videos out. I can watch that shit too.